Hey guys, my name is Bill. By the title of this video, you can tell that I am a new patient of the Gastro sleeve procedure. I was just sleeved back on Wednesday, so about 5 days ago, and I wanted to upload a video and let you know my experience. I know there's a lot of videos out there that you can look at. I have not seen too many guys out there doing videos that could just be by choice or whatever, but I wanted to put it out there because it's very possible that maybe my video could help somebody come to terms with their own weight and the choices that they are making in their life. I know this was a really necessary one for me. I'm 41 years old. I have been in crazy dead-end jobs for quite some time, but I moved to a new area for a new career, and a lot of new changes have been happening with me, and this is just one of them. So I decided about a year ago to go ahead and do the weight loss surgery. Both my doctor and myself had decided that the sleeve was going to be the best option for me. So we went through all the motions. We went through all the insurance. We went through all the tests and the psychological evaluations and the nutritionist appointments. So there was a ton of things out there. And then it was time to get sleeved. It was pretty nerve-wracking, though, leading up to it, waiting for all the insurance requirements to come through, waiting for all the doctors and the tests to sign off and everything. And then once everything was done and completed and signed off on, they were scheduling me for the actual surgery. And then it was kind of like it was surreal. It was happening. So I was, needless to say, I started to get a little nervous, especially once we were days away and they were calling and letting me know, okay, you need to make sure that you are prepared for this and, have a support system, someone going to be with you the day of the surgery and whatnot. So about a week out, it was getting pretty nerve-wracking, but I checked in about 7:30 on Wednesday morning. I had my best friend Daniel with me. It was good to have a support system. So we checked in. I had the surgery, and everything was a success. I will say there was a day before we were doing a pre-op that my doctor had said it's very possible that my liver was going to be enlarged. And I was a little perturbed at that at first because we had no indications of this, and I was, like I said, a little frustrated because we could have done a pre-op diet, we could have done anything to that, so we can make it that my liver was not enlarged. My doctor only required me to do a liquid diet one day before the actual surgery, so there wasn't much prep for it. Even though I did ask the doctor's office and the doctor himself a couple weeks before that, are you sure? I've seen all these videos where people are doing liquid diets 1, 2, 3 weeks ahead of time, and you're only requiring one day, and they all came back and said, yes, it's only one day. The way that your weight sets on your body, they only require the one day. So once he hit me with that on the 11th hour, that your liver might be too big, that was a little nerve-wracking. So thankfully, once we got through the procedure, the first thing I asked the nurse as I was coming out of the anesthesia, I was like, was this successful? Did we have the operation? She said, yes, everything was good. So that was, a sigh of relief. I felt good about that. I was in pain, but not too bad. So the actual surgery went quite well, I'll be honest, from what the nurses and even my doctor had told me. It was a quick process. They got me into the recovery. I was kind of stretching out, and I was ready. I was not going to be one of those people I've seen on TV that just want to sit there and don't want to wake up, or they don't want to start walking or sipping their water or whatever. I was ready to go. I'm starting my new life, and that's the way I wanted it to be. So I was in and out of recovery pretty quickly. I got into my room. I was probably sitting there for about 30 to 45 minutes, and I said, all right, let's get up, let's start walking. And they're like, all right, let's do this. So it was a good feeling. The nurses and my best friend, they were like, just do what you can do, and I'm like, I am, let's keep it pushing through. Let's get the liquids going. Let's get out and walk some more. So, I was released the very next day. There were no complications. I was very glad to be going home. My blood, I'm a sidetrack. I know some people are diabetic, who are big guys and go through this process. So yes, I am a diabetic. I was taking a bunch of insulin, a bunch of pills going into it, and during my surgery, and even during my 1 day stay, my sugars were not getting below 200. Um, and that concerned them a little bit, but there was a steroid in my system that was probably keeping it higher than normal. So they kind of just looked past it and they said, as long as you're feeling good, we'll go ahead and keep you going home the next day. So after a couple of days of recovering at home, my blood sugars finally settled into the low 100s, which is obviously where they want to be. So my upcoming appointment for my first week is going to be in 2 days that I'll be meeting with my doctor and going over that. But I will tell you, overall, I've been feeling really, really good. I've been feeling positive. I've been feeling energized. My pain, literally on a scale of 1 to 10, has probably been a 1. Just with Tylenol, keeping the pain management down to a very, very tolerable level. Even when I haven't taken Tylenol, throughout the day, it's very minimal that I'm experiencing. So I'm quite happy about that. I will definitely say to drink your water, sip your water. They keep saying sip, sip, sip your water, and walk, walk, walk. That is 110% true. Do that. It promotes healing. I will tell you, on a normal day before the surgery, just walking from my bedroom to my truck had me winded to a very big extent. I was already in pain. So getting up and walking was a new thing for me. Even just walking in the hallways at the hospital, I know it was good for me. I didn't actually hurt that much, so it was good for me. And now that I'm back home, I'm walking more and more. Today, I went out and I got my truck washed, and instead of just sitting around the half hour to 45 minutes waiting for it, I decided to take a walk. And probably about 30 minutes or so later, I looked down at my Fitbit and I had just done 1,000 steps. So I am pushing myself every day to do more and more activity. Again, this is the new me. This is what I wanted for many, many years, and I'm not going to let anything stand in my way. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to follow the doctor's rules and the program 100% and get my weight down there, because it's where I want to be for my health. Otherwise, if I would have kept on going the same route and eating big meals and snacking throughout the day, watching Food Network, and just keep eating, it's not going to, result in anything good, and, probably could die, by the time I'm 50, and, I'm about ready to buy a house, and I don't want to buy a house and not be able to enjoy it here. So many, many good changes. I'm sure there's probably some other things that I would like to go over, but I do want to tell you my highest weight probably about a couple months ago was 559. So 559 pounds. When I went to get sleeved, I was 532 pounds. 5 days after that, right now, I am sitting at 15 pounds down. So I am actually at 517, I believe, as of this morning. I'm averaging about 2 to 3 pounds a day. So, considering I'm only consuming about 130 calories, I'm doing the vitamin water, I'm doing the Powerade, the Jello, the popsicles, and all the water. So it's not much there, but a little bit of protein. But here in a couple days, I'll start the next phase, which is full liquid. So I'll definitely keep you all informed in my progress. And I'm not doing this for any kind of, vanity reasons or to show off or anything. It's really just to hopefully motivate someone else to give them somebody who is, as big as I know there's probably quite a few people out there that maybe they're only 200 or 300 pounds and they're like, well, gosh, they can get the surgery and they're going to be down to like 150 pounds. Well, I'm a pretty big guy. My shoe size is 13 wide. I wear waist size is 72 jeans. My shirt size is 7XL. So there's definitely going to be some changes. So hopefully, some of the guys out there, if you think you're too big for it or you're not going to see some changes, hopefully, watching my video, my series of videos that I'm hoping to make, I'm going to do my best to keep with it, will help motivate you. So I'll go ahead and sign off for now, but hopefully you get some motivation and get something out of this video. Like I said, I will definitely try and put these up at least once a week so you can see my progress and track it and cheer me on. I love all the support that you give me and send me, and that I get from my friends and family. So greatly appreciate everyone out there. Thanks for watching and take care.